Hello, hello. People have been asking me where I've been online, no new videos. Well, uh, my PC blew up, literally. Uh, it's already at a shop, my power supply. I was putzing around on Star Wars, The Old Republic, and this is HW monitor, by the way. And my fans on my computer started going haywire, and I started smelling smoke. And then poof, I was right in the middle of an operation. I was recording. It was a scum and villainy hard mode where pretty much there was another Assassin Hatred with me with the same specs doing 20k less. Yeah, that was an interesting video that could have been. But my computer shut down, and for the past couple of days, even just doing this, no games, nothing, just looking at spreadsheets or information, File Explorer, my fans will be racked up at the max, and the temperatures, so here you see 32, 40, 41, 29, 28. These will go up to 90s, sometimes 108. Hold on. There you go. So I see the temperatures. Before this happened, this would shoot up in the 90s and the hundreds. And the fan speeds would, now it's at 1500. It would be at 2800 all the time, even doing this. So when it finally conked out, before it conked out, I cleaned out the fans on my computer cooler, the CPU cooler. I cleaned out the fans in the case. There wasn't that much dust. It's next to a window. But in the end, like I mentioned before, it was a power supply. And then when I pulled it out, the insides were completely melted. Now, what does this mean? The CPU is always at max. Nothing's going on. So number one, virus. Number two, spyware. Number three, data mining. Number four, overclocking. Now I have an AMD system, as you can tell, an AMD Ryzen 5800X, 8 core, 16 in all, and I use an AMD 6700 XT, an all AMD system. So technically these don't draw that much power, except when you overclock. That goes to any CPU. Now currently, this is a 3.62, well, a 3.6 gigahertz CPU. The max is 4.7. After I reinstalled everything, I did, as you can see, all I did, I re-put Star Wars right here, and where's the other game? Pillars of Eternity, 2 games. Before this, I had 20 games. So I don't know which one, because like I said, I play Star Wars, I play Pillars of Eternity 2, and I play a couple of other games. The Dragon Age series, except for Veilguard. I haven't bought that one yet. And I don't go to porn sites, I don't download movies or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't do Bitcoin, and I don't overclock. So my point being, I know that these chips do run hot, and they do like to run hot. But this was ridiculous, especially over the long times. What I found out was, for some reason, my computer was exposed to something, and it was data mining. So my computer was being used for, those Bitcoin things. I don't dabble in that. I don't know the terminologies, so sorry for you guys who do. So that's what ended up happening. Because also, even doing this, as you see on the screen, I'm not doing anything. With this monitoring system, you see right now I'm not doing anything, so there's no download speed. But just doing this, This was at the max. This was like sometimes at 50 megabytes per second, doing nothing. So I got a new power supply. I unhooked all my extra drives that have all my extra games, which is why you only see these two. This was over the past 3 days. Yeah, a long time since this video, five days ago. So it took me 3 days, one full day to totally take apart my computer, find a problem. Because usually, like I said, it's well, I'll say overclock, virus, malware, or data mining. So for me, when I saw there was dust in the fans, I totally took apart the computer. And then when I had the power supply taken out, I saw inside all the capacitors, everything was melted. Hence why this was going over the top, why my fans are going crazy, because someone was using my computer for their nefarious means. Now, I had Windows 10. Obviously, now that Windows 10 is over, I had to download Windows 11, which wasn't bad. The only problem is my bandwidth here is capped. So to go back at the monitor, I can have up to 16 gigabytes a second. But as you can see, my maximum downloads, my maximum speed is 28. So I have no idea how that guy got able to go to 50, because I tried tweaking it and I couldn't. No. And as you can see, the temperatures are more stable. Mid 30s, low 40s, and the highest I got to was at 48, 49. And my well, you can't see my computer, but the window's closed and there's no fan on it. It's only the basic fan that's inside the computer. Now, this was a headache, but this was not a headache. How can I explain that? I had to get a new drive. And as you all know, I'm still not working. I still have health issues. So that was not part of my budget. And I was lucky because I'm in Canada, and so it was Prime Day. So I was able to get a terabyte drive for half the price. Basically almost 80 bucks. Yeah, that's a lot. Because all my other drives, when I unhooked them, I don't know which one is infected. So I'm not going to put that back. So those pretty much all those, I have 3 drives taken out at a terabyte each. So that's wasted. All my videos, all the stuff that I record. Let me put it back. All the stuff I record to make all this. All my pictures, everything about the car, all my car videos, all my gun videos. I have so much stuff that I had filmed that I have not yet edited and uploaded. I'm not a computer expert, and I was using DaVinci for a while. I just finished installing Windows, so I haven't downloaded it yet. But you get what I mean. You know, it's a long process. It made me respect people who work in the video industry a lot more. You know, that's why I try not to have many edits in my videos. But what I'm trying to say is I lost everything. So all my other stuff from the game that I recorded already, that was in the process of editing, that's gone. I had 4 videos of my car, that's gone. Thousands and thousands of pictures over the years, gone. Well, technically it's not gone, it's on the hard drive still. I mean, it's on a disk, but I'm not going to attach that to this. So if ever I have the extra funds in the future, I'll just build a crappy PC, not connected to the internet, rebranch those, and, you know, run a virus scan on them. But so far, for Windows 11, it's not that bad. The reason why I was pointing at the processing speeds, before all this happened, the max speed I was able to get was a 4.7, which is what this is rated at. Hold on. You see 3.8, and it's supposed to go to 4.7. And was playing, when I first went on to download Star Wars, this fucking took forever. This took 8 hours. 8 fucking hours to download and install. It went up to 4.8. So I gained an extra gigahertz. I gained an extra 100 megahertz. That's not too bad. The other thing is, not only are my temperatures down, and also that my heat output is less, I gained an extra 100 megahertz just from upgrading to Windows 11. The other thing also, as you see, this is my SSD, XPG GameX, 1 terabyte. It's at 37, the highest it got was 38. Before all this, it was sometimes hitting up to 50. Now everyone's saying about Windows 11, what do you call it, Copilot, I was able to uninstall that. That was no problem. What I use for that is this, Rebo Uninstaller. It's a very good program, because not only does it remove the program, it removes also all the registry files. So you see Star Wars and Pillars of Eternity. And the other thing that people don't like about Windows 11 is the fact that Recall is installed. Now I'm not going to show you how, but there is a way to see that if it's installed or not. And this is what you type. And as you can tell, I do have Recall, but disabled. So Microsoft is not able to take a screenshot of my computer every 4 or 5 seconds. And I forgot to mention, because I do have an all AMD system, with the new hard drive, I was able to format it to GPT, which makes me able to use a resizable bar. And I think that is a reason why I got an extra 100 megahertz on my CPU. Whereas before it was NBT, so I wasn't able to do that. So if you have an all AMD system, make sure that your drives are formatted to GPT. Enable resize bar, it does work. And I did notice that in heavy intense, like 16-man raids, I no longer had lag. I do not overclock. I did not tweak anything. Everything here is stock. See, off. It's all off. The AMD graphics settings. And as you saw before in Task Manager, I didn't boost anything. Just clicking resizable bar and above forward view coding. And everything is a lot more snappier. The one thing I don't like is the HDR. This is a 4K monitor. It does have HDR and it's horrible. So I took that off. So the first thing you do when you have a Windows 11 DISM and you write that down, check for that. So that's why I haven't been on for a while. I'm slowly getting everything back. As you can tell, camera roll, empty. This had 50 gigabytes. Yeah. That's the new BIOS update. All the music, yep, gone. I had 5 gigs of music. And the videos, that was the videos that I, what do you call it? When I used to download videos from YouTube. With the video YouTube download helper, but now it's crap. But yeah, it's all gone. See, Radeon Live, I had 10 gigs of footage that I had yet to be edited. All gone. Empty. Captures. This is from my Insta360 Go camera, that little tiny action cam. Gone. I had around 1 gig. More videos of me driving a car and practicing with my gun. So yeah, so Windows 11, 2 games on a 1 terabyte drive, 200 and almost 20 gigs of space. That's a lot. This is the disk that I used to install the Windows 11 with the new BIOS. Yeah, 15 minutes to talk about a crappy fucking situation, but which ended up being a better situation. So my computer was running hot, my computer was bogging down, I was always freezing, hiccups, lags, what you want to call it. Now that I got a fresh install, and because I have an all AMD system, I'm able to enable a feature that gives me a performance boost. So I'm going to have to start recording some new stuff. Pretty much all the videos I made were of solo achievements, like you see here, the Shrine of Silence. It's when we were doing some Masterpoint flashpoints. I tried to solo a few. Those are out, so I'm going to have to try it again. Those were a headache. I did not want to do that again, but it seems like I will have to. I already soloed Red Reaper. I tried to solo Anathema, and the other one was, what was it? Zerka, the Zerka Meltdown. Yeah, and I used the stem, the radiation stem. It was going pretty good. I was surprised that the ads hit more harder. So, that's it. My stupid computer decided to nerk. It cost a lot of money to put it back. And it took almost 2 days, 3 days to get everything back together. But with the end result, I would say it's worth it. Another thing, if you use Malwarebytes, it gave me 2 false positives. What those were, it was the Windows Defender. It was the Windows Defender file that sends positives back to Microsoft. So it found those 2, but those are false. Those are false positives. So ignore that. And as you can tell, everything else was perfect. 17 minutes to talk to you about my problems. Okay, thank you, bye.